Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady coming to you with a weekly garden tour. It's the last couple of days of June. I can't believe how fast the season has passed. And we've actually gotten quite a lot accomplished. So I can't wait to turn this camera around and show you what we have been up to. Well, right here on the outside edge of the succulent fire pit, you can see all of these borders are growing great. I am letting the sassafras just kind of self-sow and grow. It doesn't live for very long. It seems to die of some kind of wilt about 2 to 3 years in, but it provides amazing fall color and it's self-seeding. So you see there's one there and there's a taller one there. And in here, the blueberries have definitely suffered. This is powder blue. No, I'm sorry, sunshine blue. And every year they actually decline more. But behind that, you can see how amazing all those different tomato varieties are that are planted directly in the bags of veggie mix from Soil Cube. So I have to say, this is hands down, this is like my 5th year doing this. This is the easiest way to grow tomatoes. They get everything they need. You just have to keep them watered and keep them staked. And those veggie mix bags, as they are, just with holes in them, honestly, they're one of the best vessels, and you don't have to buy an extra container. It's just so practical. Now, over here, you can see we brought out a bunch of mangaves, and we have a behind-the-scenes video of the mangave experience that will come out tomorrow. We got a lot of large ones put in the ground as an experiment for cold hardiness. And then we planted a bunch of small ones that were actually from like a 50 cell tray. And you can see this is now finally an actual pathway. You know, all spring this was filled with poppies and self-sown stuff. We did put in a Treasure Island sweet potato here in hopes of that growing over this side of the arbor. And on the other side of the arbor, we have a pretty well-established champagne grape. Of course, it's not champagne because it's being grown in Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina. And it's a bit chlorotic because I allowed it to dry out and get nutrient deficient. I'm afraid of growing grapes in the ground because they're too capable. So this is in a container, which is why it's not as healthy or as vigorous as it would be if it was planted in the ground. But I did want to show you guys into this border that is a hardy hybrid banana and, as you can see, asparagus. And the ground plane in here, I think we're going to go ahead and sow a couple of different types of melons. I hope I'm not too late, but I have the seeds, so it's totally worth trying. Ava Grace wanted to show off her climbing skills for all of you. She likes to sit on top of the fence. And I'm really just showing off the fact that we made this pathway clear, finally. The bananas have been here since 2020, and they are fully colonizing. This is an ornamental variety. It does set fruit, but they're not like the fruit that you eat from the grocery store. They're much smaller. And you can see the fig border is doing quite well. I cut that back hard a few weeks ago. And this is the backside of all of these containerized tomatoes. And, you know, they're doing so well and they have lots of fruit. I mean, these are all grafted varieties that came from the Chatham County Master Gardeners. And look at these fabulous tomatoes that are growing. And every one of the plants has fruit on it. They're not ripe yet, but I mean, look at that. So I'm really excited about it. And I really love this combination, which I've never done before. This is an heirloom tomato with Popstar hydrangea. And look at how good those two look together. I mean, I have grown tomatoes with Hydrangea paniculata, but never with Hydrangea macrophylla before. But this is in a container, a large one from IKEA that's probably like a 7-gallon. And it's planted in straight Soil Cube. And you can see how healthy and happy all of the plants are. It's a pretty cool combination. I'm gonna keep this tour kind of short, so I'm just gonna show you around the fire pit. And obviously we replanted this today, which was a huge undertaking. This is a beast of a mangave. I believe this is Spotty Dotty. I might be wrong. And show you these. We did go ahead and cut out the broccoli. It just didn't seem like it was going to actually set ahead, and now we're getting into the 90s and upper 90s, and broccoli isn't going to make it. But we get to get some more tomatoes planted and well staked, and you can see these tomatoes growing in the veggie mix from Soil Cube on this side. And of course we did nitrogen fixing legumes. This is clover, crimson clover. This is peanut. We did that in all of the pots. And we also added peppers, and you can see we already have some peppers growing. In fact, this one's probably ready to be harvested. So again, just growing these plants directly in the Soil Cube bags, these mini cubes of veggie mix, and poke some holes, not on the underside, but on the bottom of each side. And it's really, really practical. I also wanted to show you guys that the powder blue blueberries are starting to ripen, and these are my favorite. Oh, they're so good. They're juicy and they're delicious. And since Reginald just ran past, let me show you him. He got into a cat fight like a month and a half ago, and his ears are really messed up. But he keeps, now he's gonna go to the bathroom for everybody. He keeps scratching them so they won't heal. So we've got him this soft lion cone, which he's really funny when he's in lion. Let me turn it. He gets mad. Oh, he's not gonna let me. He really doesn't like it when it's turned the other way, but I'm hoping that his ears will heal. And just to give you the fire pit from the outside, it really is a cool space to be able to go in. We had a dinner party over the weekend, and it was really fun to see how people interacted in the space. And of course, if we had more seats there, maybe more people would hang out. But to be honest, we don't sit down in this garden a lot. The seats are like there, but they don't get used. Well, that's not true. The cats use them. All right, everybody, I am gonna go inside and eat dinner. I think I got a little overheated today. I look forward to sharing another garden tour here from my Zone 7 Central North Carolina garden tomorrow. I think what I'm gonna do this week is just do kind of in-depth tours of specific spaces, and eventually we'll make it through both of the gardens. And I do look forward to continuing to share updates as we make more progress getting the gardens turned around for summer. Well, as always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy gardening.